You have been doing the work, visualizing, taking action in a way that you never have before. So, if you're in the midst of an identity shift or even a quantum leap and feel unsafe right now, I want you to know you are safe. By the end of this video, you'll understand what's actually happening here and the number one tool that's helping me move through my biggest identity shift. Just want to say I am so in it right now with you. I know how it feels to be on the precipice of something, feeling internally that you have become or are becoming someone new, while your external reality is just starting to catch up. Here's what's important to understand. If you are truly working with your highest self for this identity shift, that means an old identity is being left behind. And with each highest self action, the ego reacts. While you might intellectually know this, it's important to know how to identify, acknowledge, and calm those ego thoughts so they become less prominent. When people talk about identity shifting and quantum leaping, they often speak about thinking good thoughts and being in good feeling states. While that's absolutely a part of it, no one talks about the resistance that comes up almost every step of the way. Hey there, I'm Julia, and I am a Dharma coach, and I support women in reconnecting with their intuition. I am so happy that you are here. I trust that your intuition guided you here for a good reason. The first time that I facilitated a group meditation and presentation for an organization under my business, I was incredibly nervous. Something inside of me was telling me, as I was preparing, that this is a perfect opportunity, but so many thoughts came in of not being experienced enough or just imagining worst case scenarios. And I had to continually reparent myself and remind myself that this is exactly the kind of opportunity that I've been visualizing and calling in. Instead, the event went really well, and it helped me realize that group facilitation, especially in corporate settings, since I come from a corporate background, is something I want to focus on more. Now, I have a question for you. What if the voice that you have been ignoring is the voice that actually knows the way for you? I'll share what this looks like. The voice of intuition will be calm, certain, and clear. When my intuition is speaking to me, I feel what I describe as an energetic sigh of relief in my body. As I've mentioned in other videos, your intuition is like a personalized GPS that nudges you in the right direction. It doesn't scream. It often shows up as an inner knowing, and it's internally focused, thus it does not require external validation. There are 4 different channels or languages of intuition, which intuition speaks through, which I have a whole separate video on linked in the description. No matter which intuitive language is prominent for you, intuition will show up as more of a cool, calm, collected vibe. Whereas ego, on the other hand, will be nagging and will try to keep you small and reel you back into the old version of yourself. The ego usually speaks with urgency. It feels more pressing and repetitive. The ego's job is to keep you safe based on who you've been up to that point. So it's that voice that says, you need to figure this out right now. Or if you don't do this, everything will fall apart. It often speaks in shoulds and what ifs and relies heavily on external validation. If your mind is focused on outcomes and or worst case scenarios, that's your ego. It feels like a contraction in your body. And the most helpful question that I ask myself or clients to help distinguish where the voice is coming from in the moment is this voice coming from love or fear? Based on what I've shared so far, I'm curious to hear in the comments, where has your ego been holding you back? Now I'll share the top tool that has helped me with moving through this discomfort. You can do it anytime, anywhere. I essentially talk to the inner child version of myself as a trusted adult or as my highest self, saying something along the lines of, hey baby, I know that you're scared. Something happened in the past that conditioned you to protect yourself in these situations. But you are safe now. Your body is safe. There's no need to protect ourselves anymore. I'm here with you, and I always will be. I like to think of the ego as a scared child in the backseat of your car. You take them with you everywhere you go, but you never let them take control of the car. Let me know if you'd like me to make a separate video on reparenting, since that was a pretty abbreviated example. Another layer to consider is what's happening collectively right now. For many women in the US, recent events, particularly the release of the Epstein files, have activated fear around safety, power, and visibility. And even if you're not consciously focused on it, your nervous system might be taking that in. So if growth feels heavier right now, it's our bodies responding to personal challenge and intensified collective activation. So as usual, it's essential to take the news in doses that make sense for your nervous system. To wrap this up, if you would like support in deepening your relationship with your intuition so the ego does not take the wheel, I have a 5-video series right here that walks you through trusting your intuition, the science of intuition, and embodying it step by step. I would highly recommend watching the series next or saving it for later, since it will help your nervous system trust that you can survive the loss of that old identity. If this video resonated, I invite you to comment, like, subscribe. Just let me know what did resonate, and I would love to see you back here again.